Hey, what's going on? So there was a few things that I wanted to talk about, and I've talked about lately over the last however many months. But I want to make this a short video. I want to make it directed to the point. Income inequality happens for a lot of different reasons on a lot of different levels, and it affects everyone. Everyone that you know has been affected by income inequality. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care. Everybody you know has been affected by this. Something that we don't talk about. And you hear a lot of the right wing and a lot of the GOP and a lot of the religious right, they talk about protecting marriage. They talk about things like, like preserving, what marriage is and this and that. To me, preserving marriage means just that, actually preserving marriage. So their focus has been on keeping it between a man and a woman, which obviously is not our choosing or our right or anything else to dictate. Instead of actually focusing on the real issue, which is the marriages being split up in the first place, protecting the real marriages. I mean, their fight has been to save something that hasn't been savable. It's more than half of them are going by the wayside, so therefore you're preserving nothing. But we need to look at the reality of this. Why? Why, why when we look at divorce rates, are they above 60% right now? Why when we look at things like the reasons on why people get divorced, do we see that the number one reason is financial? The number one reason why people fight in relationships and in families is financial. I would assume that so many different things happen on a financial level within the home, meaning, a guy comes home from a job, is drinking a little bit at the house, wife is bothering him about something that he's done or hasn't done or this or that, something with regard to money. The man is now intoxicated. Now guess what? He ends up maybe pushing his wife, whatever. All of these things connect. Income inequality destroys our families. It destroys our families. And this is the whole thing, is that the attack on marriage is 100% from income inequality. If the number one reason why people fight in relationships is because of income or finances, money, then that goes to show that the majority of that is also going to be income inequality. If they didn't have to worry about money, then they wouldn't be fighting. Make sense? So the thing that I really find fascinating, though, is how easy it is to get divorced now. I was married 10 years, and it took nothing. I was divorced within a week or two. There was no, I know California has something where I'm not saying that people should be forced to stay married, but it's funny that there's supposed to be like this whole, protect marriage, but yet there is no protecting of marriage. The ease of the divorce and the consequence of splitting up, the one thing that actually keeps America connected is family. And they make it so easy now through divorce. And they tell you that they want people to be married and this and that, but in reality they don't. Because guess what? When you're single, they tax you at a higher rate too. There's a lot of different stuff that they probably don't mention. But also whenever they split up families, think about it. You've now lost the ability to be a united front against a force. You have now lost your ability, you've now split up what makes us powerful. Our families, our unification. I don't think people should stay together if they don't want to be. I'm just calling out this very real problem that I see that actually stems directly from income inequality, and it's called divorce. So I challenge any of you right-wing, left-wing, anybody that disagrees with it, look at the numbers. I'm not lying. So the fact that we can trace the one thing that the right wing seemingly has such a big problem with back to income inequality, and that's the fundamental thing that Bernie's talking about, tells you everybody should be on Team Bernie. If you want to preserve marriage in America, it doesn't start by not allowing a man and a man to marry. It starts by, helping the ones that are married stay married. Making it easier for them to exist together. not taking the dignity away, not taking health care away, not taking all of these things away, not vilifying and demonizing every single person that comes across with a problem. Actually looking at some of the different stuff that may be attributed to that problem, and therefore, if we can backtrack things like that, then we can prevent those things in future days. My point, don't think that income inequality doesn't impact you. It does. It impacts all of us. Have a great day.